Howdy, 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 howdy. We got our mic hooked up now. Welcome to the Wake Up Wind Up. I'm just getting up, getting my coffee going, and I can't tell if the sun's going up or down here. We're on hardcore mode, but this time with multiplayer. So, friends and friends of friends out there, if you are my friend on the PlayStation Network, come play if you want to play. As far as rules for the server, I don't care if you use all the dirty language you care to, but no slurs. Also, if a lady should arrive, whoever that may be, we do not harass the ladies. They are welcome on the servers with us. They can build with us. That all being said, and I'm mostly saying that for future audiences, as I know nobody's here yet. We are playing on hardcore, so game keeps the diffs. And I'm about to... I'm going to turn this more or less into a dock, I think. But before I do, I was really hoping to get food. Also, not that it matters on this particular game mode, but in the other one we have gravestones equipped. So when we go to the collective, which is my world for whoever wants to play on with us, there are actually gravestones on that one now. I plan on utilizing them in such a way that basically I treat it like hardcore mode, but our builds stay around. Oh yeah, give proper credit where credit's due. If you hear an individual in the background, that's Ciros TV. We're currently listening to The Horrifying Future of America. Also, at some point when Bear Beater heads into town to go to the doctor, I'm probably going to break off of here, do a lot of deep cleaning around the house with nobody here but me and the animals, and possibly get a few arts and crafts projects done. But for now, we'll see what happens. Oh, this is from 2 weeks ago, okay. You good, little one? It's getting burped.
let's talk about the big beautiful bill. And to do this, I need to talk about the left, alright? Just the left.
Oh, well, kind of surprised I didn't just die.
They care about expression of gender, they care about the LGBTQ, they care about making sure everybody has the same basis. If we should all be able to receive money just for existing, because it is beautiful to exist in nature. They do not want to be stuck in the capitalistic drudge of society. That is the beauty of the left. The left wants to make sure that everybody around them is well fed, well nurtured, get rid of world hunger. They may not want to work all the time because they're stuck working 9 to 5 and destroying their body for the rest of their lives. That's the beauty of the left. The left cares about the people, the people that have harder times, have had harder times in history, minorities, especially the black people, LGBTQ members of the divisive groups. They care about mental health, therapy, and breaking down the religion to become more progressive, to update, to make sure everybody gets the participation role, and to make sure everybody doesn't have to challenge their minds, to tie up their bootstraps, to work at a job that is so regular, corporations to get all the money, to raise the base minimum wage so we can have a living wage, more so than a living wage, not four hours a wage. That's what we want. We want free healthcare for all. We want the government to give us things all the time. We want those benefits, all that. We care for that because other countries do this. And that is the beauty of what the overall idea, summary point of the left. And in the left, there are people that are divided sometimes, people that are angry at the LGBTQ. Maybe they agree to all the things about helping your fellow man, but maybe they don't agree that you should be gay about it. Maybe they don't agree about trans people. Maybe they don't agree about men kissing men or same-sex marriage. And they may be more center left, or they may be not full far left, but more so liberal or something of that variety. They may believe that you deserve to have the freedom that expressed to you, all men are created equally, but they also believe that maybe I don't want to be a part of this whole group. Maybe they don't want to be a part of that. And there are certain dividers in that, and there's conflicts and butting heads, and that's what the group of people find directly of one group, not one thing. Despite the fact that they are talked about as if they are one singular entity, where they all share the same exact thought process. They care about women's rights. They care about making sure that there's gun regulation. They care about the environment, making sure the world is clean and safe and energy efficient for the next step forward. They plant trees in shade they will never know the comfort of. That is the left. And that is the totality of what they want. It's difficult to talk about this as left. It's difficult to say this because on the other side, there's the right. The right, who we believe, you got to do this yourself. America was founded on its principles. America was founded on it, and these principles have worked. You should have a child to continue America, to continue humanity as a whole unit. You should have Christian strong values, because what are humans without Christian strong values? What are they? They're beasts. We cannot be better than beasts. We must be better than beasts. That is the directive given by God. Strong values. Strong industry. Work to get what you want. If you want something, you can work and go get it. You need a house if you work hard enough. You can do this if you work hard enough. Don't rely on the government. Don't rely on those just easy gimmicks. Don't rely on SNAP, Medicaid. Do it yourself. Get a job that has benefits, that gives you that beautiful health care, that health insurance, what you want. You have to work hard for what you want because it doesn't feel earned. You have to challenge your mind, challenge your soul, and believe in yourself. You have to protect children that are unborn, and I want to make sure everybody has a child because the beauty of having that child, that's the important part. To the right, that's what matters. The music is the hard nature soul of America, of being this beautiful beast, this coalition of a nation that is becoming superpower, that the world MPs back in the day, 1982 was powerful, 1972 was powerful, 1950 was powerful. The progressive thinking was men can be feminine, women can be masculine. That's destroying the actual structural integrity. We have had it for quite some time. Why would you want to change that? Why would you want to destroy babies? Why would you want to take away my death? We have the right to bear arms. It's in the original bill, despite the fact that it was an amendment. And an amendment means it was amended as later. This is the conflict of our nation. Right, left, one or two, good, evil, evil, good, good, evil, evil, good, good, evil, whatever it may be, yin yang, the small essence of what it is, that is what it feels like. It feels like we're fighting each other for the sake of fighting each other, but that's what it's always been. And all I see I've noticed there's a fire, I do not leave and let the fire get bigger. I grab a fire extinguisher. Even if it's me against the forest fire, I will grab a fire extinguisher. I will do my best. And hopefully you'll see me grab my fire extinguisher. And you'll do its best to work together. And I won't know what political party you are, belongs as firemen. I won't know where you're at. I won't know. That's kind of the mindset of what the left is more so when they say, oh, I just want to see you as a human. I want to guess my gender. But gender equals personality. I feel like we have a lot less issues if we talked about how gender is basically how you feel about your personality. You're more feminine one day, but also a personality trait. More masculine one day, personality trait. I'm attracted to people that are intelligent, sapiosexual. That is a personality trait. I'm attracted to people this way. Those are all just personality traits. You're attracted to different personalities. You don't talk about it that way. That might actually allow the right to talk to you more. I feel like that's important. I'm pretty sure some days maybe feel it's okay. My nails are a bit dirty. I do need to get them cleaned. Or maybe they feel I would enjoy a spa day. That'd be nice. Yeah, I do want to go to a sauna. Maybe more than they feel, I do want to go lift some weights in the gym. Doesn't mean they're a different person in totality. They may feel as though they're a different gender. Or not, a different personality type. This is the conflict. This is a compromise I'm offering upon two parties. Nobody wants to compromise ever because it imposes upon their structured idea. They try to change the world so they don't have to change themselves. I change myself a lot. I shift my views deeply all the time. Whenever I learn new information, I immediately update it. I want to know why I do that? Because I'm wrong a lot. These are my opinions. Everything I say on this channel is strictly my opinion. I am wrong about a crazy amount of content. I'm wrong because I need to figure out how I can become correct. When you are a child, you don't say 2 plus 2 is 8. You do this, and you assume you're correct. You don't do that. You grow and learn from somebody who is wiser and more mature than you and realize that 2 plus 2 equals 4. That's the basic principle of learning. But nobody wants to learn anymore when they know everything. Oh yeah, I did my own research. I figured it out. I know what's going on. I figured it out. I know what's happening. Do you? Do you know what's happening in the world? Do you realize the corruption and disgust of it? Yeah, I know the ways. I know what's happening. It's you guys that are messing things up. See, you guys medication medication snap. That's messing you up. What about the old people on snap? What about the disabled people? What about those people? That doesn't matter. They need to work hard. They're able-bodied. And that's the illusion of able-bodied. That's the illusion of everything. That's the illusion of the grandeur of the wording of bills. Because you didn't read through the whole 800-plus page document, did you? No, I did. It sucks. The whole document sucks. The big beautiful bill garbage. But it passed, and it's a reality now. And I know somebody is going to say something psychotic. I'd like to show you something. This is a comment I got on a video. This is very common when I talk about politics on this channel. This is a comment from somebody that deeply wants people to work. And I get multiple comments, same as this one, and this one. I get comments like this all the time. And it makes me understand the mindset of what Republicans feel. They feel not heard.
What is going on down there?
Have to contribute. And sadly, this is a horrible thing about me. I 100% agree. I agree I should contribute to the beauty of our wonderful nation. I do agree. I have nerve damage. I have horrible, horrible pains throughout my body. And I have schizoaffective disorder. Guess what? I work at Amazon. 30 hours a week. I work for the Smile Company. Thank you. And I contribute
assume he's talking about the, not Walking Dead, The Last of Us. I assume he's talking about The Last of Us, and I'm very much on the team of what Joel did, mostly because of what the files showed. If you play The Last of Us, and I believe it's Chapter 2, but it might have been in Chapter 1 as well, but if you find the data that the scientists had in the hospital, Ellie wasn't the first girl that was immune to the Cordyceps. She wasn't the first. There were lots of others. Basically, what had happened was similar to the vampire plot line. Basically, her pregnant mother, who was getting ready to give birth, gave birth to her, and she had been bit by or infected by the fungal parasite. So, oh, look at that. Yeah. Alright, well, 24. Alrighty, and the world seed for this one is 32, 57, 84, 03, 88, 50, 49, 53, 78, 7. Or to slow that down and take it one digit at a time, let me have a sip of my coffee. That is 3, 2, 5, 7, 8, 4, 0, 3, 8, 8, 5, 0, 4, 9, 5, 3, 7, 8, 7. If you put this into your seed, you will pop into the world, well, a copy of the world that I'm on. We're going to go ahead and show our coordinates. Y'all can follow along at home if you like. We're going to show our days played. We got recipe unlocking, fire spreads, TNT explodes, mobs drop stuff regenerates, tiles drop. We can all sleep and skip the night. Everybody's got to be asleep. That doesn't matter, we're on hardcore. That's fine, that doesn't matter, we're on hardcore. We'll take it to 10 chunks, that way we can see all the way around us. And because I had enough left over, we're going to go ahead and leave multiplayer on. Now we do have to be friends, or I can invite you, I do think. And I got friends of friends on here as well. I'll swap that over if anyone wants to. But alrighty. And here we go. I don't know if it's gonna keep my trophies or not, because I don't think we have gravestones on this one, but I have gravestones turned on for the big map, so, you know. Oh, one day we'll hit a good spot again, and then we'll hit probably over 187 days. The trick is getting food established first, while also getting shelter. In case these maps, they've been dropping us in temperate climates. Hell yeah, that'll help with Enderman and food, I think. Let's harvest us some pumpkins. This thing's gonna kill me so fast, isn't it? It never's this kind. that's a perk. Oh, as long as I don't hit the poor animal, that'll give us a natural hunter in the area to help keep the population. We got 2 wolves. Let's see what else we got around here. We got a riverway. We got sand for windows. And we got berries. So yeah. We have a steady food source now. Plus defenses. I said defenses. Excellent, excellent. Alright, let's clear this area out. And we will make this into our little working from home base. Alright. We will row out there and see what we can see, set up a dock and all that. We'll do that later. First, let's dig into one of these buildings. Let's dig into one of these mountain cliffside things and see what we can do with them. Because I plan on also harvesting a lot of this dirt in order to basically build up a weak-ass defense for now. I feel like that's definitely copyrighted. I better not stand still. Let's go to the Mega Trump voter breaks silence after Epstein file betrayal. It's from 8 hours ago, the Dart Brandon website. Honestly, I go back and forth because it's sort of just meme news, you know? But it's also, I'm genuinely concerned about how much of it's AI generated slop. Children, I'm gonna need y'all to behave. Toss a boat out there, probably a few boats, but we're, start small, build up. Let's get something put in the cliff here so that we can get a nice cozy little place. And then we'll start building from there. Ooh. Surface copper, more or less. I don't think I can harvest copper with my current loads. I need to get a proper pick. But we'll make this into more or less an opening hall, mud room, whatever.
Well, yes, I agree with the statement. There needs to be justice to all of those people who are abused by the FDLC. But it's not like Alex here is some purveyor of justice. I mean, he voted for a felon. And so, it almost at times feels like a 15 narrative.
An overwhelming amount of young people, especially young men, felt politically homeless at the time because we didn't trust the Democrats, the ones who were in power at the time.
Okay, so you didn't trust the Democrats. So instead, you went with the felon who was like found liable of sexual assault,
Huh.
black
Ooh, baby sheep, assuming it lives.
like this guy.
That'll help out.
His entire first term.
That's maybe that.
But no, seriously, I think we need to hear his feedback about this.
There was a whole Bible situation where he tried to cover up his mental state. His sudden dropout for the race after a horrendous debate performance, and Kamala somehow ending up on the ticket without ever...
Somehow she was the Jesus Christ, I blame the school systems.
It's also like
I do not blame the teachers, I blame the system, because,
chaos.
I'm sorry, but that one I'm gonna fucking bite down on. Look, y'all, I do personally, looking back, think that they should have done a proper, all the Democrats circle the wagons, Biden ain't doing so hot, let's vote and see who we want. Yeah, sure, they should have done that. I was not against Kamala Harris to begin with because she was a competent vice president. I think that she fucked herself over by basically keeping the status quo and, well, y'all, let's not talk about genocide, and excuse me, I'm speaking. I think that's where she fucked up. It wasn't a bad fuck up. She just did what she was told. And it should be a lesson we all take going forward of, hey y'all, if somebody tells you to do something fucking stupid, say, no thank you. Be respectful, be cordial, don't be a dick. But at the same time, y'all, the thing that sunk that election for her was the fact that everyone said, hey, you need to be nice to the war criminals, and she said, fine. She did not give enthusiastic, loving support of Benjamin Netanyahu. But she also didn't say it was a genocide. That's what fucked her over. Because, y'all, let's be clear. What we're seeing right now, what you're seeing in America, the massive deportations, the cutting of medical care, the cutting of Social Security, the war on the unhoused that's heating back up again, it never really went away, but housing first works, and that's why the Republicans hate it. If you give an addict a place to live, that they just have to be clean to live there, yeah, you'll help out a lot. You'll help out a lot more than putting them in prison for their habits. But again, it's housing first works. That's why the Republicans hate it. It also eliminates something they desperately require, which is an other class. Well, you know that guy'd be different if he just had the gumption you did to work. You're one of the good uns. Yeah. Ooh, piggy. That's food. They need you to hate your neighbor. Hey, piggy, come back. I need bacon. I need food. Oh, god damn it, cat. I love you. No, don't you start clawing me. You blend in with the darkness and I just get... Stop it. You blend in with the darkness and I just get randomly bopped and I lost my pig. Okay, found the pig again. Little void sister, what you doing? Other than being a cute pain in my ass. There we go. Got the pork chops. Now we can go about doing the other things we need to do. Little void sister, I love you. You are making it almost impossible to play. What are you trying to do? I love you. Can you hear her? She's a little pain in my ass. Get off of the phone, honey. Get off of the cord. You have eaten today. I just fed you, dear. Like literally less than 5 minutes ago before we went live, I fed you. Stop being a pain. Child. Sit, please. Sit. Just fucking sit. Sit. Stay. Do something other... This cat chose me. This cat chose me, y'all. Right now she's scent marking my mustache with her little scent glands in her face. She's doing the whole rub thing, and it's quite frustrating because she also claws. Give her a moment and she'll try to find... I love you, child. What you trying to do? Sit. Thank you. She desperately wants attention, and I'm trying to give it to her while also trying to take care of y'all and talk on the game and all that, and she just won't give me a fucking second. You good? Did that... Get up on the shoulder. Just claw the fuck out my hair like you like to do. There you go. Now she's distracted for the moment at least. Hopefully I can... Nope, we don't do the asshole in the face. She's getting down now. It's a bad precedent to set, dear, if you want to come over and... Didn't even take 3 seconds. I love you. Chill. This is how we train cats as best we can, y'all. Because, child, I love you, but it is not healthy for you to put your asshole in my face. You do not do that. Now, what the hell was I trying to do before you just came over here and fucked my day? I love you, little one. I love you very, very much. Go play elsewhere if you insist on fucking with my head. She's trying to disconnect the mic, y'all, and it's cute, but it's like... This is also very improper for a stream. I'm trying my best here, you know? That's better. You want to lay? Great. You can stay right there. You want to lay down and chill the fuck out. You keep trying to unplug my mic, chew on my mic, bite my fucking chest, shit like that. No, fuck off. I love you, but you've been taken care of. Let me take care of the other stuff now. Blood pressure. My fucking heart, y'all. I love you, little cat. Sit. Of course it's Navi. It's always Navi that's going above and beyond with the extra bullshit. Oblivion's a sweetheart too, but she knows when fucking limits are limits. Sweetheart, once again, I do not appreciate assholes. Stop it. She's just... Goddamn. I realize cats have scent glands back there, y'all. I get it. But it's like... She's the first cat I've ever had that has... She suckles my ears. For those of you who don't grasp what I mean by that, I realize I have a few kids in the stream. She will basically, when I lay down at night, and last night she managed to piss me off right good because I'm trying to sleep, y'all. I'm very exhausted after a busy day. And as I'm trying to lay there, she's just steadily on my ear and then onto another gentle part of my body since I sleep shirtless. And for my ear, she'll climb up on my shoulder, start kneading the crap out of my shoulder, and then biting and slurping at my earlobe. And I try to stop her. I like grab her by the head very gently with like a finger and 3 fingers to make sure her head is braced and I'm not gonna like wring her little neck or nothing. So I make sure she's safe and supported, and then I just very gently pull her off my ear like a fucking leech. Less than 3 seconds, she's back again. Less than 4 seconds, she's back again. So at this point, I'm getting like fucking pissed because I'm trying to sleep, and it's like every time, almost asleep, like, Okay, get off. I put her down. I put her down. She pops back up. I put her down. She pops back up. I put her down. She popped back up. I put her down. She popped back up. I put her down. She gets up on my chest like she's gonna go to sleep. Okay, fine. This fucking nightmare's finally over. We're good. We're good. And then she goes after my nipples. When I say I haven't slept, y'all, I mean it's been about 5 minutes sleep, wake the fuck up. 5 minutes sleep, wake the fuck up. 5 minutes sleep, wake the fuck up. And again, if this was like a baby, definitely I get it. She's a newborn, all that, you know? I need to move her to her own little box and it'll be fine. She's a kitten, y'all. She's eating meat. Like, I bring her and the other cats home scraps from the restaurant as well. So it's not a matter of, oh, poor baby. Baby's fed. Baby's got teeth. It's like, I don't know what to do, and it's pissing me off a little bit because I love her. She's a wonderful cat. But it's like, I can't isolate her away from me. And she's finally found I kind of yeeted her onto the clothes pile on the couch, and she seems content to play with my clothes for the moment. She's a very sweet cat, and I love her, but it's like, Jesus fuck. As I said, I don't know what to do to appease this cat, because it's like she's doing all the pain in the ass things. Because like here, a minute ago, I was sitting here just trying to, you know, stream and do things, build out this base, and it's like ass in face, ass in face, ass in face. Then just, she starts doing the whole adorable, and I normally don't mind it, but the rubbing my chin with her head, rubbing it, scent marking it, doing that to my mustache, which, again, I love her, but it makes my goddamn mustache itchy. And only when they scent mark it for some reason. Like, just, I'm petting the cat and I get overwhelmed with that and I kiss him on the forehead, no problem. I'm playing with him or whatever and I pin him down on my head. That don't do it. But if they're specifically, like, scent marking, I don't know what it is, but it makes the mustache itch. Almost like they're putting fleas in my mustache or something, but I've checked because, you know, animals be animals, that's a possibility. It ain't fleas, y'all, it's something to do with the chemical of the scent marking is my guess. I don't know. I live in a profoundly stupid country where education is, you know, behind a paywall. Here's a tip for any, you know, countries out there that happen to be listening. Make sure that education is free and for everyone as much as you possibly can, because here's the thing, y'all. Stupidity is a viral plague. I'm about to die. Do, 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 do. But no, stupidity is like a viral plague, y'all, and you should not put education behind a paywall. Oh, now she's getting her vengeance by knocking DVDs and a shit over. I'll pick it up in a minute. I'm just the work is never done. Quit destroying shit. I'm about to get to cleaning here in less than 20 minutes. For the next less than 20 minutes, though, I need you to literally make an actual effort to not fuck up things. The way I talk to my animals, y'all, you'd think I didn't love them. I love these animals. They're my reason. But Lord, 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 if I could just get them all to have basic house training, that would be great. You know, basic shit. When you have a phone out, it would behoove y'all not to walk across the fucking busted screen. Because then I have to worry about shit like glass. When I'm picking things up and there's piles of things, taking care of as carefully as I can, maybe don't knock over big piles of things. I know they'll grow out of it, y'all. It's just... Pet parenthood is also a difficult choice sometimes. I wouldn't change it, though. It's a wonderful thing. Shifu. Alice, I love you too. Chill out, please. It is 6 a.m. Y'all need to chill out. Yes. I don't know if you can hear this big baby. She's bitching because I told her to chill her shit. Chill out. Yes. Yes. You heard me. Chill out. Quit acting a damn fool. Yes. You pitching your little fit is acting a damn fool. You're acting a damn fool. I got 10 minutes left in this stream. Nope. I got 10 minutes left in this stream. Quit acting a damn fool for... Shifu! Now! Shifu just tried to... God damn it. Give me a minute, y'all. I gotta go sort shit out. Alice, it was cute for a bit. Here, entertain the people and don't chew on the mic. I'm gonna go take care of that over the zealous baby. Stay, sit, quit messing around. Y'all would think that I was, you know, painting grand masterpieces. You'd think that I was building a 1934 whatever vehicle. I'm just trying to play a game, but these animals make it a fucking Sisyphean task. For the record, just for the record, what Shifu was going off about, when he waddled down the hallway to steal the cat's food, he knocked over the stupidly placed mop bucket thing, because I bought a Dollar General mop and now I'm regretting the hell out of that purchase indefinitely. Buy the Mr. Clean little squeegee mop things. It's a better purchase overall, y'all. But I bought the Dollar General style, it's a red and black bucket, and it's a stick mop thing. And within day one, the stupid cheap metal handle stick of it bent. I still made it work, but now it's been about a year, I'd say, and the pad's completely worn out. But they don't make those pads anymore because they stopped making that mop for Dollar General like 6 months ago. So it's like, yay, I've got garbage now. They sell something similar but different, and I'm like, I don't want this level of bullshit consumerism. But the only comparable thing that's always on, that's gonna be around, is like the Swiffers. And don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking Swiffer. I like the Swiffer technology, but I also hate the fact that a pack of the Swiffer mops, one, I don't know what that's doing to the environment. It can't be doing anything good. I like having a mop thing that I can wash out so that it's reusable. But the disposable packs of the little white things that go in the Swiffers are just not very good in my opinion. Also, for our animals in our house, it takes about 2 to 3 of those disposable rags a time to basically get the job done. Which isn't that bad, but it's also not exactly good. And it's like $10 for 20 rags, so it's just easier to purchase a pad that lasts a year. And cleaning materials to put on the pad, which again, I can swap up materials. Because like the Swiffer Pet Odor Unstoppable whatever, the pet odor one's not bad, but it also will make my kids act like... It makes Pixie the cat sneeze a lot, so I try not to use it. Instead, I try to use the Downy Unstoppable ones, the ones with the scent beads in it, because that's all you're putting in your clothes, y'all. It's just smell good stuff. It doesn't clean anything. The thing that cleans with the scent beads in the cleaning product is the small amount of chemicals with it. But the scent beads for Unstoppable smell better, but I don't think that it's getting, you know, oops, Shifu had a piss accident in the hallway. I don't think the Unstoppable Swiffer thing's getting rid of that ammonia in the piss. So, I prefer to use a cloth mop thing. Hell, to tell you the truth, if I was still a young man, I would get through here and I'd be using cleaning rags made out of old clothes. And basically you wash the... Okay, let's say in this case it's an old Taco Bell work shirt. What I'd do is I'd cut the entire front off of it, throw away or repurpose the big logo into a patch of some kind, and then take the rest of the front of it and basically scrub shit down until it comes apart. Wash it out real good before I start scrubbing anything, because, you know, it was a t-shirt. But, you know, I'm old now. Unless I'm going to go buy knee pads, I can't exactly crawl around on the floor and give it a proper scrub down like that. So I use my stupid, cheap Dollar General dust mop thing. I just wish there were better options, you know? But hell, I used to have, like, a high school janitor would have a mop and bucket back when I had a house. The crackhead and the cousin decided when I was at work one day to come through and basically stab the donkey shit out of my mop bucket, breaking the bottom of it several times, and then leaving it behind. It's in the police reports. It just, you know. I'm not a big business, so what good's reporting anything if they're not going to follow up with it? It's why I was completely shocked when I moved in with Tony and them up in Indiana. Nope, it was in Illinois with Tony and them. When I moved in with them up in Illinois and stuff, and the neighbor had moved out, or one of the neighbors had moved out, and one of the other neighbors in the neighborhood, when they had moved out, saw that they had left like a bunch of cleaning shit on their front porch. So they went and they got like the little vacuum cleaner, and they basically porch pirated. And I was just completely shocked when their local law enforcement in Illinois came by the house to ask about it, and I was like, oh shit, y'all check? Like, y'all check up on it? Holy shit. And I think the cops took me as being sarcastic, and it was genuinely like, no, y'all don't realize I'm from the South. In the South, if my neighbor has something on their porch that I really, really want, well, fuck, if I get it before they notice I've got it, nobody gives a fuck. I mean, they clearly do. They've lost a possession that they probably paid good money for. But as far as, like, the cops, y'all, when I say I have video evidence, I have trail cam evidence of the hobo that Chris moved into the house busting the locks off the house and then having a locksmith come in and putting his locks in. When my piece of shit meth head uncle kicked down my door, punched me in the face, and said nobody's ever going to get on, nobody's going to stop this, before I started making plans to actually move out, yeah, I called the cops. And you know what the cops did? They looked at the door, They took the photos, and then my uncle was back in the house within 24 hours, because they didn't even go arrest the motherfucker. It was just, well, I mean, we got pictures of him here, but how do we know those weren't doctored? That could have been AI. And they just did not a goddamn thing, because they're fucking... Look, y'all, there are good cops here in Georgia. There's just not many of them. And most of the ones in my particular area of Cartersville, U Harley, and Bartow, well, again, they're good old boys. They's too dumb to find their ass with both hands in a map. Most of them are cops just so they can collect a paycheck and be super racist and get away with it. I mean, and again, a couple of them be good fellas, but most of them are just trying to collect an easy paycheck. And in that particular line of work, you can be a terrible person and still be a great cop. You can also, you know, honestly, the one that I like that hangs out at Dollar General, he's never really done anything to help and or protect, but he at least rolls through the rich neighborhoods when the kids freak the fuck out over a nightmare or something. He does a job. That's better than... Now, granted, when he rolled through the neighborhood, I didn't exactly see him getting out and investigating. It just... super bright light rolling through, but, you know. What I'm saying, y'all, is for all the bullshit they pretend, at least here in Georgia, I was shocked as shit going up north where the cops actually, like, investigate things and actually check into things. It was just strange and refreshing. Because, again, cops in the South are lazy bastards. Unless you're a Walmart or a big box store company, they ain't gonna do shit for you. Now, if you're a big box store company or otherwise, yeah, they'll go above and beyond. Fuck, there was a couple guys that robbed the Stop and Shop. And, yeah, the cops actually came over to our restaurant and, like, pulled our video feed to see where the perps had gotten away with, like, they had robbed the gas station, run across the street to our parking lot, run behind our dumpsters, gotten into their vehicle, which never specified, I'm assuming some kind of UV something. Because otherwise they would have said their car, their truck, their van, but they said they got into their terrain vehicle and they left. So either dirt bikes or something like that. And then the cops tracked them down from there. And again, I'm not saying rob gas stations. Don't do that. Gas stations are people too. But it's like... a member of my household kicked in my door, punched me in the face, threatened my life, moved homeless people into my house, which again, I care very much for the unhoused. I will offer my yard. I will offer my restroom facilities. But if I can't even get a copy of your ID and you're shitting on the walls and floor and just genuinely making a nuisance of yourself, because again, first day he showed up because the house didn't have like insulation over the roof on his side of it. Part of having crackhead family members, lots of projects getting partially done, then they run out of meth, so the project stops dead and just never gets picked back up. But the house didn't have insulation in the roof, so I went to the Ollie's and picked him up a fucking 30 degree or 32 degree sleeping bag. That way, if the temperature should drop, which it's liable to do at that time of the year, he'd be safe. I got home from work that day, and basically he or my uncle or someone had kicked the water line out of the bathroom, or out of the kitchen where the sink was at, and had broken the line going from the outside to the inside. So it wasn't like I had to go and shut the water off to the house. And yeah, I get home to see the chaos, see all the mess, and him just chilling on the front porch while there's basically a water feature in the kitchen, ruining the floors, ruining everything, and he just, oh, I don't know what happened. So I do what any fucking good citizen would do. I call the police to be like, hey, can we at least report this? Something happened here. And Yeah, that's how I know the fucker's name is Frank. That's why that walking video where you see me cuss out the jackass with the fake cast on, yeah, that's Frank. He's a piece of shit. He's a gigantic piece of shit, and I fucking hate him. Now, that, to be said, the unhoused, you should always take care for those around you. Frank is a piece of shit. I hope Frank never understands what fun it is living indoors again if that's the way he's going to act about shit. But, at the same time, much as I hate Frank, fuck Frank, I spit on his name, I still hope that he finds a place that he can go, because he ain't going to be living in that abandoned house anymore, because it's not abandoned. Soon people are going to buy it and either tear it down and rent it out, or they're going to... Either way, Frank ain't going to be there much longer, and I'm about done with the property, because I had to. Like I said, y'all, it sucks. I'm sorry for the trauma dumpy nature of that, but it's like... Just life is tough. Life is hard. And that's why I constantly, whenever someone comes in from a different country, I'm just like, wow, what's it like being in a country where your country, like, functions? Where you, like, you pay for something for years and years and years, and you get to keep it. Or if you don't get to keep it, you at least get a good reason why you don't get to keep it. Not just, you know, oopsie bureaucracy. What's it like being in a good place? I've always wondered. At least now that the animals have finally settled the fuck down, I can give y'all a little bit of a quiet moment. And like I said, y'all, it's gonna be okay. Hell, everything eventually does set back to right. One day our bones will rot away to nothing, and the system will be doing just fine. The system, or for the record, for the system, I don't mean the governments. Fuck them. I mean, like, the trees, the plant life, the important shit. The important shit was there. And can you shoot from inside of there? Boy, howdy, I guess I'm about to find that out. Yes, he can. Shit. That feels like bullshit. Fucker. Always have a backup door, y'all. Always have a backup. Not a damn thing. Also, if I do the forest, I think I'm gonna have to, like, set a span goal sort of thing. Like, place so many traps, make little things. One thing that I've always wanted to do, just to see if I could manage it, is turn off the regeneration in the game and try to get rid of the forest. Just to see if I could. Because in that game, the more trees you take down, the more areas you clear out, the more aggressively the mutants and the cannibals and all the critters come after you. Also, it doesn't, because the game is, like, very indie, it feels like. It's, in that particular game, when the cannibals and all that, when you take out the forest, the deer don't go away, the lizards don't go away, none of the animals It's not like here IRL when you take out a forest so it destroys the ecosystem. In that game, each individual part of the ecosystem is kind of its own individual part. So once you've taken out all the trees, it attracts the mutants and the cannibals. But you still got deer running around randomly. You got lizards running around in just open areas. And sometimes you get like the AI of the rabbits and stuff like that running around stuff that was there that's just not. It's kind of neat. Like I said, we'll see what happens, because I expect that if I bounce between here and Twitch broadcasting, I'll start to get people that want to play and join in. And I'm happy to have company on these games. Hell, the multiplayer aspect is one of the reasons I loved PlayStation so much back in the... Yay, the skeleton died. One of the reasons I loved PlayStation so much back in the day. But mostly it's just, y'all, I've just been tired a lot lately. Everything's okay, I'm surviving, we're surviving, it's just, everything's exhausting. And I'm just sort of tired of the fake bullshit, you know? The fake friends, the laughing people that pretend to be your friends and pretend to be close, but it's like, it can't be fucked with to do the bare minimum. For the record, I'm not talking about, like, forget me not standing me up so much. I understand life happens. I'm talking about, like, folks that work with me that claim that they really are into my channel and all that shit, and like every time they'll ask me, well, how's it going, how many subs you got started? And don't get me wrong, I'm proud, I'm happy that we're almost to 130 people now. I couldn't be more happy about it. But when you say that you're one of my, oh, I'm one of the OGs, I've been here since the beginning, but you keep asking me questions about streams that I'm talking about Jesse here, for the record. Completely mask off with that. I'm talking about Jesse here. Kids just... I did an entire fucking... There's a playlist for you, buddy. For you. But I don't want to explain any more about the game that I beat the brakes off of more than years ago. Also, another pet peeve that just seems to be the youth is... Kids, your achievements are cool on their own. I mean, I don't doubt some crazy shit be out there, yo, but it's like... I don't know. This one's a little judgy on my part. But dude's like... If I didn't know better, I would say he's being racist. You know what I mean? But I do believe he's got, from what he says, a black father. So... It's not racist, but the caricature he portrays is just, bruh. I don't doubt that your dad might be black, but do you realize your lack of melanin makes it to where you're portraying a caricature? It's just another coworker of mine, and he's a cool dude, but it's like, bruv, I'm an old man now. I've lived through situations that what you're explaining to me sounds crazy, and that's saying something considering I've lived through some crazy shit. But yeah, I lived over at Rock Martin, just like every day I'd come home and then sometimes this dude would pull a gun on me. It's like, okay, that's not okay. I'm sorry that happened to you. No, that's absolutely not okay. Why did that happen? People need to be responsible gun owners, or the neighborhood needs to take care of that particular problem. And for the record, I'm not saying violence. I'm saying come together as a group and taking away the dude's gun if he's going to brandish it. I mean, to be clear, I genuinely thought that was going to happen any day with my crazed fucking cousin walking around our goddamn house with his AR like, oh, we're going to defend the base. Meanwhile, they let a crackhead move in, destroy the interior of the house. He let the crackhead's girlfriend move in and steal over $60,000, $70,000 from us. And the whole time he had his AR, he was sitting his little fat ass there playing Metal Gear Solid and Fallout. What I'm saying to you there, fellows, is usually the loudest one, the Billy Badass of the group, is actually the teeny tiny coward. I mean, he was also going to be military forever, but then just never quite tried for basic. I mean, I showed up, I showed out. I just got turned away at MEPS because of my broken brain. And I'm fine with it. I mean, honestly, fine, fuck it. I didn't want to kill the enemies of America anyway. As maybe I'm one of them now, but I don't, it's not out of maliciousness. It's not because I want to be. It's just because, you know, I can't stock market genocide and stupid shit. But nah, my cousin didn't even bother to show up for MEPS. Last I checked before he defected to being a mechanic, my guess is his dad's now a mechanic again doing shop work in his backyard. But before he defected to doing that, he was basically just, he was a rent-a-cop. And looking at my little Facebook feed, I can see he became a rent-a-cop because he contacted one of the Facebook feed friends who was getting a commission for getting new rent-a-cops for an area. So basically, he was part of a little pyramid scheme. But I mean, as long as he feels big and strong now, that's better. Yeah, I'm a total dick, y'all, but what can I say? I don't like bullies, y'all. I really don't. There's like a fundamental core aspect of me. I don't like them. I realize I've been the bully at times. I try not to be because it's just wrong. It's not cool to do. It's not something you should strive to do. I think it's way cooler to be nice. As lame as that fucking sounds, it's true. To me, at least. It's a lot easier to be the dick laughing at somebody or just soullessly, gutlessly, than it is to, like, really feel someone, feel about someone, and help them. And yeah, we can laugh at the void together, but, you know, we shouldn't be laughing at the people who are suffering through it. That's all I'm saying, y'all, is we need to try to regain some of our lost humanity that technology has taken from us. That's why a start, unless you're a child, if you're a child, definitely do not share your actual pictures online. Not ChatGPT, but AI technology has now given perverts a disgusting and horrifying new way to exploit children. I'm kind of starting to almost go to the prudish level of saying, nah, we just need to go ahead and make it to where if you're online, you're 21 and older. Otherwise, you get a very kneecapped version of the internet that it's still the internet. You can still access you can access Wikipedia, you can access, I'll even let you still access like the Urban Dictionary and shit. If we can slap a "it's educational for you" on there, then so be it. But I just think, you know, ever since I was a 9-year-old or a 12-year-old looking at the internet and porn, I always thought it was funny that, and back in my day, the adult sites got like, they tried to go hard with the, and if you are in a province that does not allow the viewing of pornography, you can be arrested for this type of material, and it's like, for the record, it was porn. And the best defense they had was a big red button that said, yes, I am 18. Or a little bitty, like, underlined web URL thing that was, no, I'm not, and that would take you back to the original site you were on. Typically, like, Newgrounds or whatever the fuck I was on at the time. Depending on the age is depending on the time. The date, I should say, year-wise. It's like that's not a defense. That doesn't stop it. Putting a big button on there or two big buttons on there doesn't stop or fix anything, you know? And quite frankly, I wouldn't try to fix the porn problem of the internet. I would just try to make it better. For example, I would make it to where all of the actors and actresses are well-paid participants that are enthusiastic participants. No exploitative material. Also, no revenge material sort of thing, you know? The people whose pictures you are sharing, if they are not your own pictures, should well know about the pictures being shared, and should, again, and the key word here is enthusiastically consent. Not you browbeat them and bug them until they finally, fine, if it'll shut you up. No. Enthusiastic. They want you, baby. Because that's kind of, ooh, that actually works nice. Because that's kind of the thing, ain't it, y'all? If it's not enthusiastic consent, what exactly are you doing? Not anything you'd be proud of, I'm sure. But I try not to be judgy, because, you know, y'all, we live in a very judgmental world, and so long as two consenting adults are the ones involved, not really my business at the end of the day. I can't believe I'm saying, hey, New Jersey, you did it right. Because, yeah, their laws include the enthusiastic consent clause. If it's not enthusiastic consent, it's not consent. It's considered statutory or some form of rape. Also, and don't get me wrong, I love The Whitest Kids You Know. I love the edgy, crude humor of whale dick and I'm gonna grape you right in the mouth. I like that. But, y'all, The Whitest Kids You Know did it. It was a good bit when they did it. Let them have their bit. We can still reference it. But when you're discussing, like, a criminal case online, I'm kind of with Council of Geeks in the sense of, I get that sometimes due to the algorithm gods and the douchebags that are our corporate marketing overlords, they don't like the harsh language that is what it is. But at least let's not try to cutesify uwu it. Because, let's be clear, if it's a moment, if it's someone ending it, if it's someone going into that clearing willingly or otherwise, it's not a moment that we should make a funny hee-hee about. It's not something we should, and that's for anything. That's for someone committing suicide, that's for someone committing murder, that's for rape. See, I don't mind it being called child exploitative material, because that's exactly what they're doing. They're exploiting children in making that material. That's why there's no ethical, oh, well, this person's an adult now. And were they an adult in the picture? Because if the answer's no, that's still bad. It's a matter of principle, y'all. And surprisingly, the anarchist thinks we should still stand on principles. I don't know, y'all. It's my day off. It's the wind-up. I hope you've been sufficiently wound up. Clearly, Oblivion helped me wind up, and I'm not sure where the cat went. Oh, look at that. I'll totally put up with that, Oblivion. That's precious. She calmly and sweetly crawled up into the broken armchair bit of this shitty chair and has just been chilling on my hip this whole time. Not clawing me, just napping. I'm cool with that. She can stay right there. I'm gonna hate to bother her here in a minute when I get up to start doing a little bit of cleanup stuff. But yeah, y'all, it's what I'm trying my best to do, but what can I say? I work in a restaurant where the restaurant's literally falling the fuck apart around us. Our ice machine busted yesterday. Bosses had to spend hard-earned cash on bags of ice from next door so we could put ice in the good people's drinks. And I don't know what to do, y'all, because it's like, fuck, my managers are broken about it, too. just yesterday, they're like, I don't know what we can do. We took pictures, we called, and yeah, I'm with them. What can we do? I mean, we're not allowed to, by contract, touch that machine. Technically, if the industry was run properly, there would be an orange breakout tagout thing for it that would basically signify, nope, that's still broken, don't mess with it. But y'all, factories live in the 2000s and the early aughts. When it comes to restaurant work, please, motherfuckers, we still in the wild west of technology. Hell, there's still not a day go by that there isn't some piece of kitchen equipment that shocks, tasers, and or could possibly kill someone. We are the essential industry and nobody notices or cares. And they keep sending teenagers to work with the material, which is just hilarious. I mean, if you're sick, it's hilarious. But hell, talk to the fast food worker in your life. Anyone that's done a stint in it, in the service industries. Ask them about it. Just the level of jackassitry. The level of just broken and dangerous. It's like the other day, one of the kids I work with, we're going to be losing a couple of them soon with school starting back. But it's like, yeah, dude, I burnt my arm yesterday and it's still hurting. Yeah, dude, you cooked your arm a little bit. That's what the hot 400 or 350 degree grease is going to do to you, bud. And then I show him my arm, he's like, damn, I didn't realize that's where that was from. It's like, yeah, Bubba. It's why we desperately could utilize health care, but we're totally not going to get it because, you know, the other U.S. citizens don't see us as fully human, man. They see us as just automatons to be tossed aside and forgotten just as quickly. But when I start talking about that, people get depressed. So, it's why I stay in the industry. I'm a little bit fucking crazy like that. But I know that right now I'm at the absolute bottom of the place. It's terrible here, but as things slowly get to improving, I'll be able to help push them up from the bottom. Because I'm not going to be able to change anything higher up. That's why fucking Liz gets so pissy, because they don't like it when you point out that everything they were taught as surefire methods are now traps, because that's how corporations and capitalism works. It's never going to help the capitalist overlords for there to be more billionaires. They realize that economics works like a pie, and so the more money in the market, or the more money being pulled from the market by other people, the harder that market gets to pull money out of. Okay, y'all, why do you think Uber, Lyft, rideshare, name your taxi service of choice? Why do you think it is that now that we've got so many of them, there's only like maybe 2 actual factual grandma's gonna call them to get a ride taxi companies? Market cannibalized itself. It's why you're still buying Crystal's cheeseburgers, but you're buying them from a ghost restaurant on Uber and paying 10 times the price. How do I know? Because I work at a restaurant and we serve several breakfast dishes that it's Uber serving them. The machine puts it in, a delivery driver from that corporation comes and picks it up, it goes to the person. But yeah, y'all, they're just a couple steps from it taking away our restaurant branded gear and giving us new Uber branded restaurant gear. That way they can just straight up, instead of it being the company I work for, will be bitches banging biscuits. And when you buy our steak meat infused biscuit, yeah, you're buying the local Greasy Spoons biscuit, but you're paying extra for the puns and the fact that some douchebag online cooked up a fancy name. Ghost kitchens, look them up. It's totally a thing that's happening right now. I mean, it's why the Tapas pizza, it strangely comes in a Domino's pizza box. But why, oh why, would Domino's use Uber? Domino's has their own drivers for now. That's the thing, y'all. Corporations, capitalism, the big business bullshit. I realized it in elementary school how stupid it was, because I'm also a child. I'm old enough to remember being a child and playing with Pokemon cards, Magic the Gathering cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Pogs, Harry Potter cards. I never got into Trash Pail Kids, not because they're not cool, but just because our local Barnes & Noble and Borders Books and comic shop did not have them. Our comic shop went balls deep in Pokemon and, I'm going to say Marvel, but not really, you know? They bought what you would buy at a newsstand. Not the latest issue, well, the latest issues, but nothing like collectible. You wouldn't go there and get a Spider-Man 101 or an X-Men First Class, very first printing, dated. You wouldn't find anything collectible in the store. Now, would you find, say, Shonen Jump or Shoto Plus, or if you went to the beaded curtain section where the... Honestly, I wouldn't want to go there today because lolly's like a big thing, but back when I went there, that's where all the queer-coded anime and stuff was. Yellow, Angel Beats, I don't think Angel Beats was technically queer-coded. I'm thinking of something else. It was the same animation style, like, of the characters of Angel Beats, but they were lesbians. Lesbians in space. Also, like I said, Yellow's the one I know for a fact because it was one of my favorites. I loved that show. Well, I loved that manga. But yeah, that was where I could get my fun queer-coded media, because back then it was looked at as something that was to be feared and possibly shamed. But nowadays, I'm sure that most of what would be in there, instead of being my fun, cool, queer-coded media, it would be like lolly and creepy shit. I don't know why people are this way, y'all. I genuinely don't. We live in a new year, or we live in a brave new world, but sadly it seems to be a world made of shit. But on that happy note, I'll say, do what you can to make the world a little less shitty today. I mean, we just started this world. We're on day 3 after losing our last 4 worlds. And we're still here. And it only took, what, 4 months to get to where we can play multiplayer now. So if you have a PlayStation account, and if you want to play with me for this month at least, drop a line in while we're on the game, and we will play multiplayer together. Remember, I do have standards on this game. I do have standards in my chat and everywhere else, y'all. Cuss all you like, but no slurs. I will stand down on that, and don't make me have to figure out how to boot and kick people. I don't want to be that guy. Free speech is important, and it's beautiful. If you want to say a fun racial or trans or some other kind of joke, that's fine. But let's be clear, if it's a lame joke, if it's a joke I heard in high school or middle school, I'm just going to call you a hack and then say one more and you're done. You get 2 shots. You get one hacky joke. So you want a rickroll? Actually, if you want a rickroll, go ahead, rickroll to your heart's content. But if you want to do the rickroll of the, like, gay, trans, YouTuber jokes, the lame jokes, y'all, this is my channel. I can make all the lame jokes I want. Y'all make 2 lame jokes, I'm booting you out the server. You can still watch and you can still comment. Well, I guess you wouldn't be able to comment then. You could still watch, but you wouldn't be able to talk for, like, timeout time. I'll figure out how to do that, because I gotta be my own mod now. And don't make me do it, y'all. Let's just be nice, play nice, and have fun. I'm about to do a little bit of morning cleanup, and then we will be hopping on with Probably Saints Row for now. We're probably going to go with Saints Row because the multiplayer option is still there, I believe now, if anyone would like to hop on and join. Also, sooner we beat Saints Row, sooner we can check out other games that we've got in our collection. Either way, this has been the Wind Up. No real news today as it's a day off, but as news breaks, I will get it to y'all. I should not be your primary political guy, though, because I am not a journalist in any sense. I am but a fry cook. Y'all be good, stay safe, remember community comes first, and endure and survive, y'all. It's a rough world out there, but if you're still breathing, you can still make a difference yourself. I believe in you, and the world needs you. Be good, y'all. I'll see you later. Bye for now.